Here's a video of, I think, an Su-27 fighter jet for 1 or 2 seconds standing on its own thrust. And that's supposed evidence that the current flight model is realistic, with the ships being able to hover on the spot. And the same video was posted, probably by the same person 2 years ago, with over 6,000 upvotes. Okay, let's take a look at the clip. Okay, the jet going up. It's going into a roll. And now it's for like 1 second, at least in altitude, stable. It rolls off and goes forward. Now, if you see, when it's slowly going to the roll, it's still moving at several tens of meters per second as it's going up. And now it's slowing down a bit. And even in the moment where it appears to be completely still, notice how the clouds move in the back. It's still moving, drifting at several meters per second in all different axes. And that's not the same as what's happening in-game currently. And for that, I got another clip. Okay, so this clip is, I recorded it last year, November, after SitCon. Okay, now we got the Starlifter, which I think has 450 tons. But it's completely still. In a few seconds, the particle effects will disappear, and it will appear as if the video is frozen in time, but it's still running in real time. I'm going to move the mouse so I can prove it. See that? It appears it's basically a frozen frame, but it's not. It's just a ship being completely still. And that's not some type of extreme fly-by-wire flight model complexity. That's just the game not moving the model at all. And gravity and any other force being completely turned off. You can also see the ship rotating on, I think, its origin point in the 3D model. So it feels like it's a spectator camera with a model attached to it. And now it's clearing its own height within a second of pressing the key. And it's clearing its own width. Again, very quickly, accelerating instantly and drifting to the side. In a few seconds, he's going to land. You can actually see when he's landing how the pilot is tapping the S key. So it gets extreme thrust to instantly move, and then the thrust stops after the key is let go. And that's the coupled mode, basically instantly neutralizing all thrust and keeping the ship on the exact position. And that's not the same as the jet barely being able to keep itself from falling out of the sky for a second. I can see it land. See that? He's actually rotating slightly downwards so you can see the landing pad better. See that's a complete absence of any flight model, at least for atmospheric flight. So, and here's how I think it should look and feel like when you're landing. Okay, this is a game called High Fleet. The ship is falling out of the sky. I'm using thrust to slow down the fall so I don't overheat my thrusters on landing. So, you know, I can barely get enough thrust to keep it.
100 meters. Everyone get ready.
Come on. See that? It has barely enough to keep itself in the sky. Rotate a bit. Imagine how exciting it would be if it would feel like that to land a Starlifter. Slowly down and touch.